Hey y'all, hope everybody's nice and warm. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I've watched a whole bunch of videos. I've been watching from a lady by the name of Sherry's Life. I'll leave a link underneath to her site. I would suggest her as an artist to go see. She's pretty interesting how she tackles this art, and I suggest watching and subscribing to her channel like I have, and I've just done a marathon of her videos for the last couple of days, and she's been doing it for a while, but I never saw any until just recently, and I've chatted with her a little bit. She's pretty awesome. This is my paints. Once in a while I come across apple barrel, but only if I want to make a trip, or I have to make a trip out that direction, will I go to Walmart. I add a little bit more water than normal. All through the summer I didn't need to add any. There was so much humidity. The humidity's high here, but I've got the heater on so that it's being drawn out of the air, which is making my paints dry even faster than normal. So I'm adding a little bit more water. I'm not using my paints right out of the bottles that I mix them in anymore because of that fact. I've got to add water. This is an oil painting. It dried darker than I expected it to, and I got a couple of spots from another painting on, so I decided, well, what the heck. This is my mystery yellow, a yellow gold that I made from scratch. I'm going to do a dirty cup pour. My paints have the Flotroel. They're just lacking the water. And I'll be adding that as soon as I find it. Okay, there it is. My paints are really thick. Still a little bit more. I'm not going to be using coconut milk serum. The last video I did, and I had a whole bunch of cells that went kind of crazy. I'll be using CRC, which is a spray can from Walmart. Silicone. I'm not going to put a whole lot. Okay, some turquoise. These colors I used in my last video. They're really super thick, so they'll stand up on your stick. While I'm doing this, I may decide to add a couple of more colors. That's pretty good. I'm using the same cups that I used before. They didn't hit the trash because I knew I was going to use them again. Okay, that's the three colors I used before. I'm going to mix up some gray. This is Darcie Paint gray. And this is really thick. It's not even wanting to come out of the container. Some of these paints are thick and some are thin. You never know. Doesn't matter what brand. It's just how they made the batch. I didn't think ahead, so I didn't get anything ready. Wow. So far this is about 50-50. No, it's about 2 to 1. 2 Flotroel Glue All to 1 part paint, but it's thick. I just hope when spring and summer come, I remember not to put so much water in, because I won't need it. It's like having to learn all over again when winter hit. I like to get as much use out of the cups, gloves, everything as I can. Put 2 in the others. This got 4. Bummer. Okay. I'm going to use lavender. If I can get it open. Yes. Okay, that's pretty good. That sounds a little loud because there's a bead in the bottom, a glass bead. See if I can't keep my area a little cleaner by putting everything away as I use it. What other color do I want? I believe this is a 14 by 14. I think my memory's right. What would go good? Let me check my color wheel. I think a blue would be good. I got, it's a darker blue than what I was gonna grab. I was gonna use the color shift, but it costs so much. There's only certain occasions I want to use that. This is just navy blue. I think 6 colors will be enough with my black and my white. I will not put silicone in the black or the white. Like I said, that was CRC, found in the automotive part of Walmart. I need a bigger cup. Let's see. I'm going to put black in the bottom. Okay. Let's go with gray. Dark blue. Let's go with turquoise. Size of these cups is kind of dictating that it's mixing from high up. That's the grape color. Now the lavender. Because what it's doing is splashing down. Now, let me add some white. Now, of course, that's sinking to the bottom. I don't have to shoot it to the bottom, it's doing it on its own. Now, let's add the homemade yellow ochre is what I'm going for, but I think it's baby poop yellow. I don't need to stir this at all. Okay. A little bit of black. Now, gray. Which is pushing that black down. And I'm going to try the pouring like a okay, we went with gray, blue, grape. For some reason lately I've been using the same value of my colors, which I don't like. I like a lot of contrast. Here's that lavender. A little bit of black. Then I'm going to go some white. See if I can't get that separated before I put the gold. Black and yellow, it seems to turn, I think, a horrible green color. So I'm trying to eliminate that by covering this black up before I put the last of this in. Okay, if you can tell, that's mixed. I don't have to swirl it, but I'm going to. Well, the stick looks nice. Well, this side of the stick, you can tell there's silicone. Okay, I'm going to pour this direction first. And then I'm going to come back the opposite direction. With the other coat. Well, I'm still dealing with a lot of cells. I don't know if you can tell, but there is plenty of cells. I'm not going to need the torch on this one. I can always put a lid on that. Let's see how this is gonna go. I think I'm going to have plenty of paint. I got cells on my gloves. I'm going to try pouring a little more off this side. Because I'm trying to get the edge. And then I'm going to go back to this side because it really got stretched out. Really, this is plenty of paint for this canvas. Pull it back. I'm going to try to get that middle to line up. And there's cells. There's cells everywhere. It's a cell-a-thon here. I'm trying to run some of this off because there's so many cells. Lots of paint, lots of cells. See if I can keep from getting this wavy effect that happens when you play around with the cells too much. Well, that's bringing some of the cells back together. I don't know if I want to use the other cup because I've got plenty of paint on here. There's gray and white coming through there. There's white through here. A couple of streaks of black. I think I'm going to try what some call a ribbon pour. I may lose my cup, but I'm going to go right across the middle here. And that's it. I'll save that paint for another pour. The lavender and purple seems to be what's come out the most. So I'm going to leave that like that. And what came through was the lavender, the purple, some turquoise, and the gray. Okay. Well, I'm leaving it like that. It opens this area up, but I've still got some of the original. And we're going to call it done. This is where I touched and held the canvas. So I'm trying to make sure it's covered. Okay. Well, let me know what you think about this. I'd like your opinion. I like the way these open up a little bigger on both ends. We got a little smooshed going in the edges of the middle, and I really like the way that came. I'm going to see if I can't drape that lavender over the side. Yes, that worked. Let me wipe my hands off. And we'll do an up close. I'm gonna put a piece of plastic on it and save that. And I'm gonna do another pour. I may add another colors to it, but I don't want to do so much paint that it's just all over the place. And the paint won't separate. It's the silicone that'll come to the top that I will have to maybe wiggle it around. Yeah, this isn't bringing more cells up. All it's doing is popping bubbles. And because I mixed a couple, that's what I needed to do. I like the definition of the bubbles. Okay.